Hey YouTube, alright, so today I'm going to show you a hilt that I recently completed. This is a Korbanth OWK, and it's obviously the Obi-Wan hilt from the Phantom Menace. Now this is running a Nano Biscotti V3 with a tri-cree BBW as a blue-blue-white LED. It has a white flash on clash, and the two blue LEDs are for the main blade. Now of course the Nano Biscotti does not have an aux switch, so with this particular saber, the red button is everything that you need in order to make it function. So I've also made a few custom modifications to this hilt, which really set it off, in my opinion. Originally, when this came to me, all the black areas were anodized, and that never looked right, because the original prop, if you look at the reference photos, the black areas seem to be painted or something that gives them some kind of matte appearance. So I really wanted to replicate that. But of course, painting a hilt is not a good idea. Paint's going to wear off really quickly. So I got a really good idea from Tim at the Custom Saber shop, and I just decided to have the black parts, matte black Tuscan, as he calls it, powder coated. And that really sets the whole hilt off. That gives it the proper look, at least to me. So just a few things here. Aside from the powder coating, the other major thing that I did was I actually found the real Presta valve. This is not the brass knob that came with the OWK kit. This is actually a real valve. I actually bought this from Ireland, and this has the correct knurling, the exact same knurling that the real valve on the real prop had. Now inside of here, you'll notice there's a purple Hemi. That's just a plastic button that I had printed. I designed it and had it printed from Shapeways, and I painted it a metallic purple. Very simple. I coated it when I was done with that. I coated it in epoxy, and that helps to protect the paint. So you're not just rubbing the paint off over time. The epoxy will maintain that paint. These LED bezels are real. You'll notice they have a different profile than the ones that come with the Korbanth kit. So they're pretty close. They're not exactly like the ones on the real prop, but they're much closer than the ones that came with the kit. And those are real LEDs in there, and they do let some light through when the saber is illuminated. The activation button is just a pressure switch here. It's actually a momentary switch, but the way I have it set up, it requires very little movement, just a little bit of pressure, and you don't feel a click or anything. Just the pressure turns it on, and if you need to turn the saber off, you just hold it down and it deactivates. But I'll demonstrate that in a few minutes. So just to finish talking about the hilt, if you come down here, you'll notice, hey, what's going on here? Oh, well, that's actually a real covertec, but you'll notice this black piece on top, this is a kill key. I actually designed this myself because the recharge port is located in the covertec. That was the hardest thing to pull off with this hilt. It made putting the electronics and everything inside of here, it made it like building a ship in a bottle. But to me it was really worth it. It's very solid. You can definitely hang this thing from a belt. It's great. Anytime you need to charge it, all you have to do is you just take it in here and you just plug it in and you're good to go. The pommel cubes, this of course is a TPM style hilt. So these came with the kit, the Attack of the Clones ones, but I didn't need them. So they're there anyway. And what else? Okay, so this thing is running an 18650 3400 milliamp battery, Custom Saber shop, and that battery lasts pretty much forever. This thing, I just finished building this thing probably 2 weeks ago, and I've only had to charge it once, and I've been playing with it off and on pretty much every day. So that's a really good battery. That thing holds a charge for a long time. It's running a rectangular speaker. It's 8 ohms, 2 watts. I got it from Mouser. It's actually the exact same speaker that Ace Rocket used in his Obi TPM run. I vented the speaker out through the pommel, so no sound comes out of here. This is actually covered off. And the reason for that is if I were to open these holes up and let sound come out, it actually makes the thing sound a lot quieter. So that's what I decided to do as far as the speaker is concerned. Alright, so let's fire this thing up. This is running, again, a Nano Biscotti V3, and it has 2 fonts on it. One is Fates, naturally, by Mad Cow. That's his Obi TPM sound font. And the other font is Knights of the Old Republic. And I really like that font, so those are both on here. So let's show you how this works. Now, you'll notice up here, there's no set screw for the blade. Well, how does that work? Well, it's easy. I realized with this particular hilt, you can just unscrew the emitter, and the way that the blade mounts inside the emitter, you can just put the set screw right here. So you can hide it that way, and it's solid. This has the KR Sabers blade plug, as you can see, and this is the 1-inch blade emitter that I have basically set up as a blade plug. So this is my little tiny demo blade, just so you can see how it works. And you'll notice here's the set screw. Alright, so anytime you need to change a blade, you just take your Allen screw and you loosen it up. You can take it out, swap the blade, put it back in, tighten it down, and then as long as you tighten it down far enough so it clears those threads, it's real easy. You just take it in and you insert it, screw it in. Alright, there you go. Alright, so we can see how it works. Swing sounds. I've dialed this thing in, the sensitivity, as much as I can. I've tried to make it a good balance between being sensitive enough to pick up what you're doing, but not so sensitive that just making a little movement makes every little thing sets it off, because that gets really annoying. The clashes sound great. Yeah, I love, this is my favorite font, honestly. Magco did such a good job on that. This thing sounds just like in Phantom Menace. Because the sounds they're like right from that, I believe. Alright, so let's deactivate. Okay, let's change fonts. Hold it down. There we go. This is our Knights of the Old Republic font. Very nice. You can see, I don't know how well the camera picks it up, but it has the white flash on clash, and in person the effect is very nice. It's like a power surge that simulates when the two blades clash. That's the idea, right? So the clashes, I have them set up so that they're also very sensitive. So every time you hit, you get a clash. Sometimes it's all in the parameters, you know, the config file with the soundboard. But I have it the way I have it set up right now. You can basically you get a clash as fast as you want. So it makes it really sound realistic. I really like that. Okay, so let's deactivate again. I'll show you the boot sound for the Fates font. Yeah, there we go. All right. Okay, so there you have it. I'm really glad this is done. It turned out great. Thanks for watching.